Jeremy TV.
Welcome back to the channel. Jeremy here, and today's project is going to be cleaning up from the previous project, which was preparing a pad for the barn that we're going to be getting actually delivered tomorrow. Alright, so drone's pretty loud of overhead, but I wanted to show you this spot. That was the first spot I was going to put the building. Just kind of determined that it would be a whole lot more dirt work than I wanted to do because of the terrace that's right down here about where that shadow is of the drone. And I mean, we already moved the storage building, which you see right over there, but that's actually in a better spot now because it's more level. And then I decided that it would be better to move over here, basically right next to the dog pen, because it seemed to be a more level spot. Now, so after I got started digging on it, I figured out pretty quick that I was going to have to dig down so far on one side to get that spot level that it just didn't feel like a good spot after I got to messing with it. So it held water the couple of times that it rained, and then I quickly decided that building up a pad would have been a lot better method of doing this. I abandoned putting it there and decided to give the dog pen a little bit more space and move over to this spot, which actually set up a little bit higher. I had already started digging there anyway to try to set that spot up for better drainage for the building from that site. And once I got to digging over here, I thought, you know, I could just throw some dirt back in there and build that spot up, get it real good and level, and that'd be a great spot for the building. It doesn't hold as much water as that spot tends to hold, and it's on higher ground, and I already had the dirt available from this gigantic dirt pile right here. So I just started taking dirt out of that dirt pile and carting it over there one bucket at a time and built this up. So on one side it's probably built up close to a foot, and it's within pretty much an inch to inch and a half of level all the way around. So pretty happy with the way it turned out. I've got to clean up that spot right now and that trench right there, and maybe get rid of some of that dirt mound in the process, and just in general clean this area up. There are a couple of spots where I've piled up dirt, just kind of left it pushed off to the side. I'd like to get that kind of like right there. There's a mound you can see, and then maybe even mow around it a little bit and get it prepared for the building delivery, which is happening tomorrow. So now what I want to focus on is going to be this trench that I dug to try to get that water out of there. I'm going to bring in more dirt. I'm going to back grade it as much as I can, and then at least get it to where it's not a hazard for right now. Get it to where I can drive across there again without creeping over it in 4 low. And then once the building's up, I'm going to try to figure out what my grading plan is going to be as far as keeping water out of the building. I think there's still going to be a lot of work to do, but probably not nearly as much as it would have been if I had left the spot right here. So I am happy with that decision. I just know there's still a lot of work left to do, and I've got Mount Everest over there that I still need to get rid of at some point, but that's not going to be a project for right now. That will be down the road some. For right now, I need to get this area graded up the way it needs to be, and then evaluate what I'm going to do with that dirt pile next.
All right, so I'm gonna call that good for the day. This trench is a lot better than it was. I can drive across it now without knocking the front end out. I can walk across there without it being a hazard. So the workers that will be out here tomorrow putting up the building should be able to do so safely. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I hope to see you again soon.